Alright, we're back for another shave and another tag video. Today we're going to be using doing the if you could only choose one tag challenge. So this time around, this one was started by Jim Combs, and he tags Rick from Scent, Suds, and Steel, and then Rick tagged me. So, basically the premise of this challenge was if you could only use one of each product for the rest of the year. So one soap, one aftershave, one razor, one blade, one brush, down the line. If you could only use one of each for the rest of the year, what would you choose, And so I guess the challenges have been kind of leading to this, where it's like your top products of 2019, then it was like your 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now we're kind of narrowing it down to like, what would the one set be, So this is where we ended up. Now, it was kind of hard for me to pick the scent because there was a lot of different soaps that I could have chose, but the first one that popped into my mind and kind of stayed at the top was Noble Otter's, the Noir and Vanille. So, this one has always kind of been special as soon as I got it. It's a tea scent. I guess I could just show you the scent notes right there. Bergamot, loose black tea, jasmine, strawberry, and vanilla. So I think the bergamot and strawberry kind of create this fruity sweetness, and the vanilla probably lends to more the warmth rather than additional sweetness. I mean, I'm sure it adds to the sweetness as well, but I think it adds some warmth. And then that herbal kind of black tea, really together, it just makes a masterpiece. And I love this shit. It's got the nice kind of tan color on the soap there. Alright. I got some pressed into my Lancaster bowl, which if I had to choose a bowl, I have 3 bowls right now. This one is obviously the winner. It looks gorgeous. It has some crazy ridges going all the way throughout, from the top to the bottom and all the way around the sides. Awesome bowl. I love that thing. The razor was also kind of pretty easy. My Schick Golden 500. This thing has been a winner from the moment I got it. Super smooth. Injector blades last a long time. I love the Injector platform. The long handle didn't bother me at all. I think it's actually quite an attractive razor. Yeah, there's just nothing bad to say about it. It was kind of a toss-up between that and the Carve, but to be honest, I just like this more. Just barely, ever so slightly, but I like the Schick Injector platform more. And kind of the nostalgia of using an older item means more to me than using a modern item. And the straight. It was also kind of hard not to pick the straight because I'm really enjoying that right now. But who's to say, after a few honings, if that experience doesn't sour. Alright, so let's get to the brush. This was a hard one, but I gotta go with my new brush. I know I don't have a lot of experience with this guy, but my new Lancaster brush, when it came to my 2 favorite knots between this and my Schick Golden Shave Hair Force 1 knot that I have in my Grizzly Bay handle, this one is really similar to that knot. I put them neck and neck. They're tied for first. But I like this handle just a little bit more than my Grizzly Bay handle. Even though it's plain, I think the design is just badass. So it just barely eked out my Grizzly Bay and Schick Golden Shave brush. Just barely. But they're really neck and neck. So that was a hard decision. And then I'm going to go with the matching Aftershave and matching Eau de Parfum. I'm not going to pick some random aftershave item. Noble Otter's aftershaves will work just fine for me. And to boost it, I'll use the good Oleo Pure Oil Blend. This is good by itself, or to boost an aftershave, or for a beard product. It's good no matter what. So those will be what I'm using today. And of course, it wouldn't be a shave without my Lancaster towel. So that's going to be my choices, and we're going to have a fine shave, I hope. But before we do, let's get into 32 ounces of some local brew here. All right. So this is it's called Octane 87, and it's a double IPA. This is kind of a West Coast IPA. And it maintains kind of like a nice copper color. It's malt forward, and it has a nice hop bite and character. Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, let's get going. I gotta say, we gotta slow down a little bit on these tag videos. I know they're good fun, but when we stack them back to back to back, like I said, the products that you want to use kind of get pushed further and further back in the queue, or your own, your own ideas or your own shaves that you're kind of itching to get to. You got to kind of push them further and further back in the queue. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoy these tag videos and challenges. I think they're a good way to get exposure to other channels, and it creates camaraderie in the community. But when we stack them back to back to back, the stuff that you're kind of itching to get to gets pushed further back in the queue. And I hope some of you understand that. I'm not saying leave me out, but I'm just saying let's take a break. We've been going hard with these. And so scent strength is easily a 6, maybe a 7. It's very apparent to me. This scent is fantastic to me. I love it. Obviously, since it's my number one, but that's what we'll go with. Go ahead and wet the face here. I didn't take a shower before this shave because yesterday I did an Instagram live in the evening, and so I would have only had like 12 hours growth if I would have done it at my normal time. So I kind of I took my nap after the night shift like usual, instead of getting a shave after I got off work. So that's why I'm doing this one in the evening instead of in the morning. I've never had a problem with Noble Otter's products. They've been good from the get-go, in my opinion. The base has always been perfectly adequate for me. And in my experience, every scent that I've owned from Noble Otter, I've enjoyed. I haven't tried his whole line, but all the ones that I've owned or came in contact with, I've enjoyed. And he's got a new one on the way that he's kind of ramping up marketing for right now, doing a little bit of teasing the artwork and all that. So that's exciting. So that'll be a good enough lather for us. We'll get into pass 1 here. I'll take a little sip first though. I just got a Supply Company injector blade in there. I don't know how many uses are on it, but the Supply blades have have never really given me any issues, so. And they come in like a 20 round mag for not that, it's really not that expensive, so. The supply blades do just fine for me. The Schick Proline B20s, pretty much the same. They work great for me. They don't have a little key on the cartridge to insert the injector blade, so that's kind of weird. So what I usually do is I'll insert a Schick Proline B20 into my supply cartridge and then use the cartridge to insert it into my Schick razor. I don't know why it doesn't have a key on it, but I don't know. I guess that's a mystery to be solved another time. Maybe they weren't intended for the Schick razors. I don't know, but they work just fine in there. So I have a question for you guys. I had a great time on my IG Live, and I know, I'm positive some of the people that watch my YouTube videos came over from my Instagram, you know, when I kind of linked my YouTube channel in my Instagram description. But I did a live last night, and I had a lot of fun on live answering questions and whatnot. I can't do a YouTube live because my channel's too small. You need like 1,000 subscribers before you can do a live. But anybody can do them on Instagram. So I was wondering, if I do them on Instagram and upload them to my YouTube, would you guys mind that, you know? Or is that something you'd be interested in? That way we can have a chat, you know, as I'm doing my thing. And I could just upload the footage for the people that missed it. Obviously, not everybody's into live shaves. I get that. But it wouldn't take over my regular content. It would just, in place of maybe 1 or 2 videos a week, I would just do an Instagram live instead. And then upload it to my YouTube. And they would be, as I say, less informal, but I wouldn't put in my title, you know, all the products and very formal. I would just put, hey, Instagram live shave, you know, maybe a date or something like that. Very informal. There wouldn't be like reviews on my Instagram uploads. It would probably be more like impressions and just answering questions and bullshitting with you guys. So I don't know. Let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. If not, I'll keep them separate. I was just thinking, you know, that's more content, different types of content. And since I can't do YouTube live, maybe I could upload my Instagram lives and you guys might enjoy that. I don't know. So the soap stability is going strong. The scent strength is going strong. So far, a total winner for my book. And really, if these are the items that I'm going to use for the entire rest of the year, I would be pretty damn satisfied. I could get a quick shave with these items. I'm always going to enjoy the scent on these items. I'm always going to get good performance out of these items. So I think this would easily be a good go-to if I could only choose one. Now, as far as the tags go, I've been trying to change the people I tag up just a little bit, just to kind of get some different exposure going on. I really think that's the best part of these tag videos, is getting exposure to other channels. They're fun, and I really do like these tag videos and community challenges, but I think the best part about them is the exposure that it brings to unknown channels. And so this time around, I'm going to pick some fellow channels that are around my level in subscribers. That being said, you know, obviously fairly new guys. Well, actually, I should say one fairly new guy, and then one guy who has just reached a milestone, which is exciting. So the two people that I'm going to tag are Matt1989. He's fairly new, just like me, and I'm enjoying his content. I heard about him from Manny, SoCal Shave. And so I'm going to tag you, Matt, and we want to know what you would use if you could only choose one of each item and use it for the rest of the year. What would you choose? And then the other is the guy who just hit a milestone on his YouTube channel. And of course, we congratulate him for that. I know it's not easy in this niche hobby of ours to find any growth. So definitely congrats on your channel growth. And I'm going to be choosing Bill from Sledhead. And I'll write these channels in the description. You're going to have to type them in the search bar yourself. Nabbing links for you guys is just too much work for me. Doing all this stuff is honestly a lot of work. Editing and uploading and filling out descriptions and entering products and whatnot. It's a lot of work. So I'll just put the channels that I mention in my YouTube video description, and then you can type them into the search bar and find them. I don't think that'll be kind of like our 50-50 agreement there. I'll put them in there exactly how their channel is listed. You type it into the search bar exactly as I had it, and you should have no problem finding them. Now I'm confident that was a great shave, and this would be a shave that I would be satisfied with the rest of the year, just having a flawless shave like this. So, Bill, Matt, let's see what you got. Time to crunch down the numbers and pick what you would use if you could only choose one of each for the rest of the year. Crunch it down. I know it ain't easy, but crunch it down to one of each item and let us know, what would you use if you could only use one of each for the rest of the year. Alright, so let's get into the post shave. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of good Oleo, just a few drops, in my palm. I'll open both of the caps here. And then I'm going to put a little bit of the matching aftershave in my palm. and we're going to kind of boost the performance of this aftershave. Now, I got this idea from Zingari's Rescue Potion. She kind of puts on there that you can boost the performance of your aftershave by putting some of her Rescue Potion in. Well, I think the Rescue Potion was response to the success of Oleo's Good Oleo. So I was like, well, if it works on Zingari's case, it should work in Oleo's case, since I think, Oleo definitely came first, and they're pretty much the same product. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to put just 3 drops of the Good Oleo. I got right there in the hand. We're going to put a splash of the matching aftershave. We're going to go ahead and mix those together and apply to the face. And that way, not that Noble Otter's aftershave is lacking whatsoever, but the quality of that Good Oleo Pure Oil blend is just too amazing. I'm just going to spread it out, get it everywhere. The quality of that Good Oleo blend is just too amazing. So we're going to start adding that, to more and more things. I'm just going to get a little bit extra for my forearms. I'm just staying around the house, but I love smelling like the scent, you know what I mean? Alright. Now this is what I wore to work today, the matching aftershave. I will say they kind of skimped. They didn't really skimp on the label, but I guess they did kind of a shit job applying it, because they got a massive bubble right in the middle of the logo, and there's kind of bubbles throughout, I really like the aesthetic of the little jar, the kind of gradient frost label. Altogether, I really like the packaging. They just did a shit job with the label, and it kind of sours it for me. But if I was going out, the matching aftershave or matching perfume would definitely be what I would go with. But I'm just sticking around the house, so the aftershave will do just fine. Alright, so let's do a recap. Noble Otter, Noir Vanille. It's really a very popular scent in the wet shaving community, and it's really it's a winner in a lot of people's dens. Definitely a bestseller for Noble Otter. I used Good Oleo's Pure Oil Blend. Basically just a whole shit ton of skin food. Can be applied by itself or added to your aftershave as a booster, or used as a beard oil. Just totally good stuff, man. It's just skin food. That's all it is. Just pure skin food. No frills. Then I used my Schick Golden 500 Injector. Definitely love this thing. I think it's a fairly easy choice for me to pick. Not only a Schick, but that one in particular. That one is so smooth. Nothing but good shaves with that one. Alright. I also used my Lancaster bowl. My new favorite brush in the den, my Lancaster brush. That knot is just so enjoyable to me. I'm really, really enjoying that knot. I just wiped my hands down. I wiped my hands down over here, and then I started looking for my towel over there. Fucking idiot. But I also used my Lancaster towel, which I've been seeing other shavers kind of take my influence and give one of these a shot. These things are fantastic, and it's really been a staple in my shave den ever since I got it. So that's it, guys. That's my only one shave, if I could only choose one tag video. A lot of great items here. I'm happy with my choices. It was hard crunching it down, but I'm happy with my choices. So I will say, give me some feedback on the IG lives being uploaded to YouTube. Let me know what you guys think about that. Thanks, Jim Combs, for starting this tag series. Thanks, Rick from Scent, Suds, and Steel for tagging me. I tag Bill as Sledhead and Matt at Matt 1989. And that'll be it for me, guys. Cheers.